This game is what you get if you add Kevin Bacon to Dead by Daylight. Hey guys, welcome to Noob Review. I am the Real Bubba Hotep, and today we are reviewing Last Train Outta Wormtown. Do I have what it takes to win the West, or did I end up as literal worm food? Developed and published by Get Color Games, Last Train Outta Wormtown officially launched on January 17th, 2025. This is a wild, asymmetrical multiplayer showdown where outlaws fight to escape a dying desert town, all while avoiding a massive sand-dwelling monster. As a partner, your mission is simple: complete objectives, fuel the train, and escape Wormtown before sundown. But actually doing that is anything but simple. You'll be scavenging weapons, grabbing fuel cans, rescuing trapped townsfolk, and navigating rooftops, cliffs, and zip lines to stay off the sand. Because the moment you touch the ground for too long, the worm knows exactly where you are. Every match forces you to improvise fast, randomize map layouts, shifting item spawns, and objectives that never play out the same way twice keep the tension high and the panic real. But if you're playing as the worm, you're the nightmare everyone fears. You can burrow underground at insane speed, burst out through the sand, create sinkholes, scream to reveal players, and cut off escape routes with brutal ambushes. Your goal as the worm? Make sure the train leaves empty. No survivors, no mercy. Meanwhile, the partners have a tight list of tasks. Find the train key, fuel the engine, defend themselves, and hold out during a 2-minute departure countdown, unless every surviving player boards and triggers a fast escape. This game supports up to 16 players. It includes over 100 challenges and features a Friends Pass, meaning only the host needs to own the game while everyone else enjoys it for free. It's perfect for chaotic game nights or big group streams. Since launch, the devs have added airdrops, rock spires, new character kits, and visual upgrades to make the worm's attacks even more intense and cinematic. So if you want a fast-paced mix of Western survival, monster horror, parkour, and pure multiplayer chaos, Last Train Outta Wormtown absolutely delivers. But how hard is it for a noob gamer? We'll let you know. Alright guys, first off, this game was a viewer submission by a longtime follower of the channel. They know that my friends and I are always on the lookout for fun co-op games that we can test out and try on live stream. And we did here a couple of weeks ago. We had a blast. We were joined by a lot of people. If you would like to join us, 9 p.m. Eastern Wednesday nights is when I go live on YouTube and on Twitch at Real Bubba Hotep. Do me a favor, hit that notification bell, the like, the follow, the share, the subscribe, and that way you don't miss out on the fun. Now, this game was immensely fun. One of my friends went through and did a tutorial very, very quickly, but didn't pay much attention. I did about 1.5 minutes of the tutorial just for a partner. We had no idea what the worms did. We didn't know what the special powers were. We didn't know the goal of anything. We didn't know what we were supposed to do. So we just ran around trying to figure it out, and it was a blast. The fun thing about this game is if one person bought it, which was me, up to 16 people can play for free. We had, I think, 8 people playing. And the more people that came in, the more fun that we had. There were more partners, so we used more worms. You could go through and the worms would spawn babies. You could have more tasks or less tasks. You can hinder the worms, hinder the partners. You can adjust it in so many ways. And the controls are very, very easy to learn. They're simple. They're basic. You can assign which powers to use for which buttons. And the thing is just a blast to play. Now, the whole point of this game, if you're the worm, like I was in these highlights, you're tasked with making sure you eat every single one of the partners. You cannot let one partner leave the train. You have to do whatever you can by sinking the rocks, sinking the buildings, completely destroying the buildings, making it to where they cannot complete their tasks at all. It's really, really fun. It's a blast being able to just jump up and pop up out of nowhere, surprise your friends, and hear them yell and scream and get frustrated because they were almost done. And then all of a sudden you came out of nowhere and just ate them. Now, the downfall of this game is the partners can hear you coming unless you have a special feature where you can kind of crawl and go undetected. So the closer you get to them, the more rumbling that they hear underground. That's kind of a giveaway, but it also adds to the enjoyment because it adds to the intensity. As the rumbling gets closer to you, you get scared. You don't know where to look. If you're nowhere near a rock, if you're nowhere near a building, if you cannot get out of the way, you're just doomed. You're jumping and dodging and running from one place to the other, and it's just extremely fun. Now, the second part to this game is being the partner. If you are the partner, you only have one goal. Avoid the worm until you can complete the tasks. Then you can start the train, fire it up, and escape town. It may sound pretty easy, but the game actually gets difficult. And the better the player is that's playing the worm, the harder it is. You're not safe on boulders. You're not safe on buildings. You're not even safe on the train. The worm can jump on everything. And even though the worm can't go into the buildings, he can sink the boulders, destroy the buildings, knock down the water tower. If you're a partner, you get a lot of drops like a shotgun and a zip line and a knife and a Necronomicon to revive your friends, which I thought was awesome because I am a huge Evil Dead fan. But this game is just a blast. The downfall to the game is you need at least 2 players. You can't have a partner without a worm, and you can't have a worm without a partner. So single gameplay is off the table. If you don't have anyone to play with, you just enter a room and join with a bunch of random people. You're still going to have fun. Maybe you can meet some friends. The other downside is it's $12. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but some people don't want to spend $12 for a game that they have to get all their friends around to play, and they only play once in a while. But the upside to it is you can have up to 16 people playing the game at once. So it's less than $1 if you get a group of friends to chip in, or you can just bite the bullet, buy it yourself, be the hero, and be the host of an extremely fun game night. As for my recommendation, being a new player, I would definitely insert a coin. This game is a blast, and it's so simple to learn. It's so easy to play. You run around with the directional controllers. WASD, you press a button to pick things up, a button to throw things down. You learn really quickly. The worm is a little bit harder, but it's still not difficult at all. Everybody that played the game with me went in as a noob, not knowing anything, not doing the tutorial, and they picked it up within the first round of being the worm and the first round of being the partner. And it just got better and better the more that we played. We were pretty skillful towards the end. We didn't have to worry what button did what because it was just instinct. It was basic. Now, when it comes to the money, it is really, really worth the playability. Whether you're a new player or an existing player, you're going to have a blast playing this game. Now, one other good thing about it, which is a little bit of a niche thing, I have a movie review right here on this channel that I do Thursdays. I'm a big movie fan, and there was a movie called Tremors. Everybody that was in my chat said the same thing. Which one is Kevin Bacon? So you have a little bit of fun playing some movie trivia. You can say a couple of lines that were in the movie if you know the movie well, and it just adds to the enjoyment of the game. You really can't go wrong picking this up. And that's my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had an absolute blast playing this game. I'm going to do it again as soon as I can. And that's the only downfall that I see with this game, is trying to get all of your friends together at one time to be able to play it. I'm really glad I got to do this live stream, because having so many people in chat made it that much more fun. If you have an idea or a suggestion for a game you would like to see me review, just like this one was, you can leave it down in the comments or head over to my Discord, drop me a little message, and I will put it in the queue for you. And until we see you next time, I hope you have a great day.